5 worst towns to live in England. England is full of stunning countryside, historic cities and vibrant towns. But let's be honest, not every place lives up to the picture-perfect postcard image. Some towns just seem stuck in a loop of neglect, high crime, or lack of opportunity. In today's video, we're counting down the 5 worst towns to live in England, based on public perception, crime statistics, economic decline, and quality of life issues. Remember, every place has its fans and positives, but these towns consistently come up in complaints from locals and rankings alike. Stick around to see which town takes the #1 spot. You might be surprised. 5. Slough. Slough is a town that's often misunderstood. It's close to London, has a booming business sector, and is home to some big-name companies. Yet, despite all that, it regularly ends up on lists of England's least desirable places to live. Why? Because for many residents, Slough feels like a town that's more functional than livable. The architecture is one of the first things people notice. It's grey, concrete-heavy, and feels more like a business park than a community hub. The town centre lacks character, and, despite recent redevelopment projects, many parts still feel sterile and uninspiring. The charm that you find in other towns just isn't there. Slough also struggles with pockets of deprivation. While the job market is strong, thanks to proximity to Heathrow and business hubs, the wealth isn't evenly distributed. Public services are under pressure, and affordable housing can be hard to come by. High property prices don't always match the quality of life offered. Another complaint is the congestion. Slough's roads are often jam-packed, especially during rush hour, making commuting a frustrating experience. While public transport links are good, particularly with the Elizabeth line now connecting the town to central London, local travel remains a challenge. Yet, it's not all bad. Slough is incredibly diverse, with a rich mix of cultures and cuisines. It's a place where people from all over the world live and work. The town also boasts low unemployment and strong business growth, making it economically resilient. But for many, the lack of green space, community feel, and visual appeal lands Slough on the list of towns people love to avoid. 4. Luton. Mention Luton and you'll get a mixed bag of reactions. Some see it as a practical and affordable alternative to London, while others describe it as one of the worst towns to live in England. Over the years, Luton has battled economic struggles, high crime rates, and an ongoing identity crisis. The town was once a proud centre of industry, particularly for car manufacturing and hat making. But as those industries declined, Luton entered a long period of economic uncertainty. Although efforts have been made to attract new businesses and investment, the scars of deindustrialisation are still visible. Crime remains a serious concern. Statistics show higher than average levels of antisocial behaviour, drug offences, and violent incidents. For many residents, this impacts not only safety, but also mental well-being and community cohesion. Some areas of the town feel neglected, and regeneration projects haven't always reached the neighbourhoods that need them most. Education is another challenge. While there are some standout schools, many struggle with resources and performance ratings. For families, this can be a deal-breaker. The town centre, too, suffers from a lack of appeal, with boarded-up shops, dated buildings, and limited public spaces. But it's not all gloom. Luton has one of the most culturally diverse populations in the UK, bringing with it a wide array of food, festivals, and faiths. The community spirit is strong, especially among grassroots organisations. Add to that the excellent transport connections, including a major airport and fast trains to London, and it's easy to see why some still choose to call Luton home. Still, its overall quality of life struggles land it firmly on this list. 3. Dover. Dover is known across the world for its iconic white cliffs, a symbol of Britain's natural beauty and resilience. But for those who live in the town below those cliffs, everyday life paints a less picturesque picture. Despite its historical significance and stunning views, Dover faces a number of deep-rooted issues that put it on our list. At the centre of Dover's struggles is its reliance on the ferry port. It's a vital economic engine, but it also causes constant traffic chaos, especially from freight lorries. The A20 regularly becomes a bottleneck, and the noise and pollution that come with it make daily life exhausting for nearby residents. The town centre, like many others in England, has lost its shine. High streets are peppered with empty shops, and regeneration efforts feel uneven. While some parts have benefited from investment, others seem frozen in time. For young people, the lack of job prospects and limited nightlife options often mean looking elsewhere for opportunities. Crime in Dover isn't out of control, but it does impact the community. Antisocial behaviour, drug issues and vandalism are recurring problems in certain areas. Healthcare and education are under pressure too, with staff shortages and outdated facilities adding to public frustration. Still, Dover has undeniable strengths. Its stunning coastal trails, historic castle, and strong transport links to London and Europe make it a strategic and scenic place. There's also hope that new investment, especially in the waterfront area, could give the town a much-needed boost. But for now, many residents feel stuck between beauty and decline. 2. Blackpool. Few towns in the UK evoke as much nostalgia as Blackpool. It's the original British seaside resort, once buzzing with holidaymakers from across the country. But today, much of that shine has faded. While the seafront still attracts tourists, Blackpool faces serious issues beneath the surface, earning it a spot among the worst towns to live in England. One of Blackpool's biggest problems is poverty. The town has some of the highest rates of social deprivation in the country. Entire wards suffer from long-term unemployment, poor health outcomes, and low educational attainment. The economy relies heavily on seasonal tourism, which means many jobs are low-paid and insecure. Housing is another area of concern. Many former hotels have been converted into cramped flats, often rented out by absentee landlords. These properties contribute to transient populations and weaken community bonds. Crime, particularly antisocial behaviour, is also well above the national average. Education is under pressure too. Many schools face high dropout rates and underachievement. For young people growing up in Blackpool, it can feel like the odds are stacked against them from the start. Yet, despite all this, Blackpool has heart. The community spirit is strong, with local charities and organisations working tirelessly to support those in need. The town also continues to draw visitors with its vibrant entertainment, pier attractions, and the world-famous Blackpool Tower. There are serious efforts underway to redevelop parts of the town, particularly the central business district and tram system. But the contrast between the glitz of tourism and the grit of daily life remains stark. 1. Clacton-on-Sea. Topping the list is Clacton-on-Sea, a coastal town in Essex that has seen better days. Once a beloved family holiday destination, Clacton has struggled to keep pace with the times. The rise of foreign holidays and the decline in UK seaside tourism hit the town hard, and it's still recovering. The town suffers from an ageing population and declining youth engagement. Many young people leave due to a lack of opportunities, and those who stay are often faced with underfunded schools, limited nightlife, and few cultural outlets. The job market is weak, heavily reliant on seasonal work and public sector roles. Public services in Clacton are also under strain. GP surgeries are overbooked, and hospital access can be limited. Transport links to larger cities aren't the worst, but within the town, bus services are irregular. The high street mirrors the struggles of other small towns: closed shops, discount stores, and a lack of variety. Crime rates aren't the highest in Essex, but residents frequently raise concerns about drug use, vandalism, and antisocial behaviour. Educational facilities often receive below-average ratings, adding another hurdle for families trying to build a better life. Yet, Clacton still has its defenders. The beach is clean and wide, with a classic pier that draws day trippers and families. House prices are relatively low, making it attractive to retirees and those priced out of more expensive areas. Local councils have started investing in seafront improvements and public spaces, suggesting a brighter future. But for now, the challenges of daily life put Clacton-on-Sea at the top of the list. Thanks for sticking around for our countdown of the 5 worst towns to live in England. Every place has its strengths and weaknesses, but these towns consistently get the thumbs down from locals and outsiders alike. Do you agree with our list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.